Hello and welcome back to Tales of Vesperia. Last time, we seem to uncover a situation where they're doing probably forced labor. So, let's go possibly save them. At least that's the plan. So quick to this labor camp. I used to work upstairs, but I was forced to come down here. Cooking for the laborers, morning and night. There's no time to rest. Oh, yeah, that sounds... Oh, what are you doing? You damn slacker, there's no time for rest. Sir Cumor's orders. The construction must be finished in under a month. What are you doing? What the hell? You plan on disobeying too? Come on, I'm wearing, like, soldiers' uniforms on purpose. Come on. You know, I've never been good at taking orders. Never, ever. Got it.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Okay. It's been a little while since I've played. Between trying to get ahead on other stuff and such. I feel like every time I come back to playing this game, I need to remember how to play it. Oh. So did that actually result in? Did you come to the town because you heard you could become nobility as well? Yeah, I guess you heard the same thing. About that. Why don't we skip small talk? Shouldn't you be heading back up there? Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got to tell my friends I'm okay. Thank you so much. May have spared him from the truth now, but he's going to find out sooner or later. What are you talking about? We just don't have the time for a long conversation right now. Whatever. Not like I care anyways. Okay. Just go out and about and let people head back upstairs. Is that the plan? That's probably the plan in the end. Hey, buddies. You know the punishment for running away. 100 lashes a night in the water. Please have mercy. You had the nerve to abandon your work and you still beg for mercy? What insolence. I can't move my arms anymore. That's enough. Who the hell are you? It is absurd that anyone resists the Cumor Brigade. I shall bring you to justice. Glad to hear it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go out and around and free people, essentially. Ooh! Learn Shadow Fang, eh?
That's the best you can do.
Saved my life. Like nothing of it. What kind of work were you doing here, anyways? I was helping the construction of a military base for the Downcrest invasion. But wasn't this town supposed to be built for the nobility? Yeah, that's what they said. It's just a front. They're really trying to build a massive facility. So you're saying that they're tricking people and forcing them to work against their will? With the pretense that they're building a town for nobles. And they're doing all that on Cumor's orders, right? Right. So, this is what happens when idiots are allowed to run wild. We're gonna get away with this? Why don't you head back home? Really? Or you could stay here if you want. It's not my business. Don't worry, we'll do something about Cumor. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go find Cumor then. Oh, your grandson died. Oh, so they're working people outright to death, even. Oh, that's always promising.
Huh? Look who's here. And a group of those red eyes.
Looks like Cumor has become their new client.
Hey, do you think that guy who talks all funny could be the Red Eye's boss?
It sure looks that way from here.
Get to work! No slacking off, you worms!
Look, it's Teagle!
If it's money you want, you'll have more than you can use. Now work! Work!
Wait!
Oh, they're paying them. Oh, what a... We'll see if that even happens. Not that it even makes it okay, if it ends up being true.
Who? Yuri Lowell? What are you doing here? Princess!
You have no right to call yourself a knight. Brute force is not the way to honor the prestige of the Empire. Put down your weapons now. You will also release the people you have tricked into coming down here.
This all might be easier if such a naive little princess were to simply disappear. All of your utopian ramblings make me sick.
That's not the kind of thing someone with delusions of becoming Commandant of the Knights would say. It's you!
You'll be all right now.
Jaeger, get rid of them.
Ja, my lord.
Oh, that was creepy.
Nothing personal, you see? Just business.
If you say so. Either way, I think it will be fine.
I'll blow you away! Destruction!
Is he using... What's he using? Is that like a scythe and a gun, or is it a scythe? I felt like he shot me.
Repeat, are you okay? Angels, grant us your favor.
Sorry.
This isn't good.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, please back off, back off. Backing off, backing off, come on! Back off, wanna back off.
I'll blow you away.
You have won.
Against him, at least. Okay. We're fine. Everyone's dying, like, horribly, but we're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
This is it.
Nurse! Holy power, come to me! Doing this. First aid! Moonlight havoc! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Go away! Oh, how could the Empire cover for such evil?
We can't just let it go.
You should dry off first.
What?
Yeah, I feel good.
I must admit, you're very strong.
Sir Cumore, it's the Flynn Brigade!
Flynn!
Well, send him away!
We tried, but he insists on coming down to perform an inspection.
That lower quarter lout, he simply has no tact.
Gosh, droite.
Yes, Jaeger. This is our time to shine!
I think we better be making the escape, yeah?
Ah! What is this? Please, step this way. Move! Move! Time to get a move on!
We'll get you next time.
What an original line. If we don't follow them, they'll...
Wait! Our job is to rescue Teagle!
But...
If we see them again, we'll do what we can.
I don't know whose job is what, but are we following them or not?
I'm gonna go with no.
Everyone freeze! That's enough! Hey, just in time.
Yuri?
Can you get up?
Yes.
Sorry, but it looks like something's come up. You'll have to head back by yourself. Say hi to the wife and kid for us.
I will. And thank you.
So we are going after them.
Yeah, I'm sure Flynn has things under control here. Sound good, Carol?
Yeah. Plus, I think Estelle's gonna take off after him any minute.
Sorry.
Jeez, we're going after them, right? So let's get going.
All right.
Yuri, wait!
Gotta run, Flynn!
Haha, fun times.
Lady Estellise, this journey is far too dangerous for...
Yeah, you're not going to convince her at this point. Hell, you're on the precipice of not even getting, you're on the precipice of not even being able to get her come back to be a princess at this point.
I wonder why my bag works so well when I hit enemies with it.
Huh? You don't know how your own bag works?
Yeah, not really.
Surely the bag just has a high level of air conductance.
Air conductance?
It's a measure of how easily something carries air. The air produced when you use strike arts must be easily conducted through that bag.
So that's why enemies get weaker when I hit them with my bag?
Exactly. It's the same as with my belt. Different people have different items that carry air for them more easily.
Wow, interesting. Thanks, Rita.
You sure don't know much about your own possessions.
I guess I better take good care of my bag.
Or get a new one. We don't get those, like, side items very often, do we? Sneaking in here, don't worry about me, and I apparently can't get to the dog. Whatever. Okay, apparently Flynn's already taken off. Oh, come on. I wanted to go, like, save and... Specifically, I wanted to go and buy items, but fine. Well, I wonder where they are. We haven't had the chance to go to this, southern area.
That man called Jaeger certainly had a unique way of talking.
Unique isn't the word I'd use.
I had a hard time understanding some of the stuff he said.
An ancient way of speaking lost in this day and age.
What? Are you serious?
It would at least make a good story if that were true.
It's just an accent! My, oh my. Ugh. Ah, this is the way that was cut off earlier. I remember that now. By the, like, traveling guys. Good old friends there.
There's no sign of them.
Looks like they ended up getting away.
Where are we anyway?
A forest in central Tolbikia. If I'm right, Torum Harbor is east of here.
We should probably just get to the harbor rather than going back to Heliord.
What? But what about Q-Moore? Do we just let him go?
I thought the purpose of your journey was to find Pharaoh.
Well, I
wasn't aware brave Vesperia was formed to follow your random whims.
I'm sorry. That was never my intention.
She's just telling you to relax. Besides, Flynn's on the scene, right? You can be sure he'll take care of things.
Hey, Pharaoh? Brave Vesperia? Start explaining.
Yeah, we probably should.
Just about to ask the same questions myself.
Oh,
Huh? What the?
Why are you even here?
What's wrong, Miss Genius Mage? Forget me already? It's me, Raven the Great.
Who the hell do you...
I told you, Raven the Great. Man, you're a scary little kid, you know that?
So, what are you up to?
With all the stuff you've been doing, poor Raven got sent all the way out here to keep an eye on you.
Why would they do that?
First things first, let's go find an inn at Torum Harbor. I'll tell you everything there. Raven's pretty hungry, you see.
I suppose there's no point in hanging around here. Torum Harbor is a good first step.
Torum Harbor, then. Would that be all right?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be selfish.
Okay, let's go.
At the very least, Estelle seems to be getting more in the way of like pursuing what she wants.
I'm so hungry.
I'm dying here.
Already? The girls look like they're doing fine.
Was that Estelle? Listen, her stomach's rumbling too.
I can wait, though it's been a little difficult.
That sounded like it came from Rita.
Judy, you too? Are you trying to see who can hold out the longest?
Perhaps a diet is a little bit like a competition in holding out.
A diet? What do you need a diet for? Especially you, Rita. Lose any more weight and you'll...
I'm just waiting until I finish reading this book, okay?
Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it, 100%. I don't know if I noticed this the first time, and you know, someone actually might have mentioned this, but is this a guy from... Is this supposed to be a reference to the guy from Tekken? Or maybe not. I don't know. It reminds me of what's his name? Hayachi or something like that? Huh.
I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to say, it still feels good to be back.
Can I get you Pansy some tissues? Or can we go to the inn now? I'm so hungry.
All right.
Oh my. Can we go to the inn? Nah, let's go buy some stuff first. Not food, though. Never food. Well, if that didn't get my attention, I don't know what would. Strange? What's the matter? The shack with them flowers only supposed to open during the rainy season, yet look, they're already in full bloom. That sounds pretty weird. I know, right? I wonder if someone's been coming here and watering the ground or, you know, something. Would that be just an... where are you going, Judith? That be just would just that be enough to make the flowers bloom? Another cause for flowers blooming early could be an imbalance in the air. So you're saying that this place... It's okay. Even my guess is right. This level of air imbalance can occasionally be found in nature. Plants are simply more sensitive to changes in the surrounding air than humans, and they're reacting to that. We wouldn't want to have what happened to Heliard happen here. What the... Judy? Ah, the warehouse's Aeroplacias! I can't believe that dragon freak would do this again. I'm going to go see. Wait, the dragon... Oh, are you just assuming that the dragon freak... Okay, you don't know Judy is one, yeah? Oh, Rita. Dragon freak, huh? What's all this commotion about? It wasn't you. I plead the fifth. It was terrible. There's nothing left for me to fix. I'm sorry for your, loss. The next time I see that freak, I'm going to punch him into the stratosphere. Stupid dragon freak. Ah. Whoa, scary. I don't know what you're trying to do, but... It's not causing any of you trouble, is it? I already told you. I'm not going to do anything that would cause any of you harm. We'll see. It's so very... relevant, or relative.
I can't take it anymore. I'm seriously gonna starve.
Can I eat a gel?
No.
Does the pooch look a little scary to anyone else?
Oh, he's probably just hungry enough for his wild instincts to kick in.
The pooch isn't the only one about to go wild.
I'm no good at diets, seriously.
This isn't a diet, it's a fast. Why do we have to stop eating too?
We can't have delicious smells just wafting by. We're just as hungry as you are.
What a tyrant.
So he goes wild and goes after someone. He'd either go after the weakest person, Carol, or the guy with the most meat on his bones, Raven. Fun stuff. Yay, we can buy stuff. Oh, and yes, those items I mentioned in the comments, when someone asked, they're synthesis items. I talked about it last time. I just wasn't thinking about associating with them with that, because I don't do this that much. Typically, I just come around like every 2-3 episodes and go synthesize a few weapons, really. Stuff like that. But, you know, other than that, one of those things, you know? Should we go in the inn? Nah. Should we go in the inn? Nah. Okay, fine. don't really have anything else to procrastinate on that on.
Huh. So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne, too.
Yup. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
So you're here to observe her? That's kind of creepy.
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor.
Yes.
Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
And a lack of resources for survival, at least for humans.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area together first.
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan.
Oh, we'll figure something out when we get there. We don't know the area well enough to actually come up with anything more concrete anyways.
So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
Well...
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
Oh, that Nordopolica bit place was, there too? Oh, how convenient.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember them mentioning that they were friends with the ruler of that place, yeah?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Fair enough.
Do you know what's written in the letter?
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Don, in particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Oh, how even more convenient.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit too.
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know? You understand.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
He's in a guild. I'm pretty sure you can't be in multiple.
It's against the rules for anybody to be in 2 guilds at the same time. And I guess technically speaking, you are a member of Altosk.
What do you mean, technically?
So are we done? I'm gonna go get some rest then.
Okay.
Oh, you're not commenting on whether you're gonna come with? No?
What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
Okay. Got it.
What's the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Ooh, Captain.
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top. It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time. For now, our guild has a job to complete.
You're right. First we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities.
Yes, with all that confidence we've built up in someone. Estelle, technically, I guess?
That's all there is to it.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger, too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
He's just fretting over the possibility of failure. Not too uncommon in the end.
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing. But I let Cumore escape that easily. What a shame. I don't know how I could explain this to Flynn. I know. We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Cumore. Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
Ooh, foreboding.
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that pharaoh whatever?
You seem like you don't like the idea.
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
I think she's really just concerned about the idea of her facing something that thinks of her like that.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing. But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But...
just like, yep, just keep agreeing. Yep, possibly, maybe, yeah, possibly.
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Yeah, I will. I'll let her do what we can, and I'll send her off into safety and die myself if necessary. I mean, Yuri seems pretty willing to, if it really came down to it, die for an obligation he took on his shoulders. Not that that's a positive, but last resort is last resort, and it's not out of the question.
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
Raven.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us, but might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Yeah, sure. Oh. You just know at some point he's going to have an ulterior motive that makes him change and work against our interests. It's going to happen at some point, and we're not really going to blame him too much because we knew it was going to happen.
I'm just incorrigible. Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else. I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
It's not an inaccurate description of what's happened.
I came to my senses after Judith told me.
She seems previously pretty resistant to going after her impulses at the very least. She's sort of swinging in the direction of maybe overdoing it at times, but yeah, I think she's getting a decent balance now.
Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri? I might end up trying to order you guys around again.
Might?
Next time I do that, yell at me, would ya?
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn. I'll see you.
Carol? Wait, Carol or Raven? Probably Raven more so. Maybe Rita technically if the guy wasn't so literal. The thing about it is that I'm sort of convincing myself that there's ultimately the twist, the thing that changes the dynamic of everything, and probably the key to this insipid poison of the world thing, is the nature of the Blastia. And air, to some extent, I imagine. I sort of get the feeling that the Blastia are, like, properly alive, and it could be a situation where, like, Rita sees them as alive and she's trying to help them, and Judith sees them as alive but, like, trapped in, like, an internal hell or something like that, and just wants to, like, release them. Maybe that's why she wants to destroy Blastia, that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's a release. It's not quite that straightforward at the very least. Also, I haven't seen Judith just walking around. Maybe I missed her. Okay, I thought she might have headed out.
Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't.
Denial, denial, denial.
You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on, I think.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
Two birds of a feather, eh? Interesting. Okay. I think that's everyone properly, so, okay.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat?
Quick to join and not even...
Huh? You mean...
Not even ask.
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go do?
You were going to investigate the air craner, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigations?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
Ah, to be young again, I tell you.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor, then.
I feel like there's going to be a little bit of infighting.
The two barrier blastia of this city and Nor Harbor were originally a single blastia.
Did you read that in one of your books back in the castle?
Yes, actually there were 3 pieces. The last piece sunk in the sea between the 2 cities.
I wonder if you could raise that Blastia, and if you sold it, you could live like a king forever.
The Empire would have already done it if they could. Any idiot could come up with that idea.
You don't have to be mean about it.
I mean, you don't have to be mean about it, but, you know, it's a little fun to be mean about it. Especially to you, Raven. Raven the punching bag. Raven the punching bag.
Oh, Yoder!
Oh, that's a interesting coincidence.
Oh, it's you all. We meet again.
You sound so excited.
So what's a successor to the Imperial throne doing in a place like this?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
Is it going well?
Well, I wish I could say it were going better.
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not like the Empire.
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts regarding the Friendship Treaty.
The conditions the Dawn gave the Empire were for a treaty of equality, after all.
And they are certainly not on equal footing with something like that.
Yes. Had I known about Heracles beforehand, I could have stopped them, but...
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be Emperor.
I know, but I have no authority over the Imperial Knights.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone. They do not report to anyone else.
So a lack of an emperor means no one's in charge. Got it.
Well then, it's easy. Just become Emperor.
You mean...
Becoming Emperor isn't as simple as that.
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the Imperial treasure, Dane Nomos.
Interesting.
But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of the Great War, 10 years ago.
You think they'd make an exception at a point.
Huh. So that's the real story why we still don't have an Emperor.
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on Dane Nomos.
Did he say something about that? I don't remember that.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
He must have mentioned it in his dying breath or something. I'm just not remembering specifically what he said.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
I was just on my way to Heliord.
Why are we, like, lecturing him on that? Is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to just be out and about doing whatever they feel like? Looks over to Estelle.
Huh, that is closer to Dongres than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
If you'll please excuse me.
Honestly, at this point, it seems like what the Empire needs most is a unifying voice to stop, like, everyone from trying to do their own goddamn thing. Like, ultimately, it's like, all the problems are because no one wants to, like, everyone wants something else, and they're all just, like, going out of their way to be the ones to do it.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
Oh, is that the traitor guild leader girl?
What's going on?
Halt!
If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the Indigo Beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Yes, Madam President.
Isn't that the woman we met at Dayton Hold?
Yeah, that's her, all right.
Why do you guys know her?
We just met her once a while back. Is she a friend of yours?
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top dogs at the Union.
Hey, I just got an idea!
What's up, Carol?
Maybe she could get a boat for us to take across to Desier.
Ah. It's not the worst of ideas. I bet we have to do something for her, like the thing that those guys weren't willing to do.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell, you've come at just the right time.
Excellent, you remember my name. It has been a goddamn while.
Huh, I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Excellent! That's a good reason to remember my name.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect for you.
Hard labor, huh?
I like a man who can cut to the chase. As you may have heard, schools of mermen often attack cargo ships at this time of year.
Huh? But I thought there was another guild that always served as your escort.
It seems the leader of the mercenary guild I hire passed away suddenly, so they aren't available. The other Guardian guild simply has no backbone. I don't know what to do.
What was the name of that Guardian guild you mentioned?
The Blood Alliance.
Ah, fuck him.
Gee, I wonder what could have happened to them.
You're all as guilty as I am.
Haha. Yep, okay. That sort of makes sense, yeah.
Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now, so see you around.
Wait, Yuri, what about the boat?
Quiet, he's trying to negotiate here.
Did you say boat?
We've made a guild of our own.
We're called Brave Vesperia.
That's a wonderful name. Well then, shall we talk business? Mutual gain is one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else right now.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate as 2 guilds helping each other out. That way we won't be going against any guild principles. There are various incentives for getting along with me, you know.
Well...
Carol, it's okay. You have the armor to hide your boner.
All right, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Fine with me. The mermen are only a problem in the waters near here. As long as I get to another port, I'm good. Once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means business. Literally.
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.
I'll even throw in a bonus for all of you.
Bonus? What do you mean?
If we arrive safely in Nordopolica, I'll give you the boat we used to get there.
That's a big bonus.
Really?
The boat looks pretty beat up, but it's still a good deal.
Wait, why are you taking up a beat-up boat to get through, like, dangerous waters anyways?
Right?
So these mermen must be pretty tough customers if you're willing to part with the boat.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Ah, well.
I figured as much.
Marvelous. We have a contract then. Now that we've settled the details, I'd like you to get to work right away. Just let me know when you've made your preparations.
Yeah. Probably should buy a little items if we're gonna be, thrown into the deep end. Yay. Okay, I feel something that I'd call prepared, so yeah, let's go. Oh my. It does have a very distinct look, probably on purpose.
This is the Fiertia. She'll be your ship as soon as you've escorted her to Nordopolica. And this man is Tokunaga of Gull's Song, a maritime guild affiliated with Fortune's Market.
I'm Tokunaga. Very nice to meet you.
He's only on board for this voyage, so next time be sure to hire your own pilot. We're not in a hurry, but these are important negotiations, so I really appreciate the help.
What is the ship's cargo?
That's confidential information.
It might be important. Does it cause any potential reason to, for harm to everyone involved?
It's nothing we should be worried about, is it?
Relax. We've got it covered. All right. Head towards Nordopolica. Go directly southwest from Torum Harbor and you'll see the Desir continent. Nordopolica is at the eastern edge.
I hope you won't mind if I go over the Fiertia's controls for you. You can only disembark from the ship where you see a dock, a port, or a beach. You won't be able to get onto land where there are cliffs. Of course, the ship can't pass over rocks, but you'll also have to keep her out of the shallows around islands. You might be able to take her into some rivers, if they're deep enough. However, if there's a bridge spanning the river, you won't be able to take her under. We wouldn't want to clip off our mast.
Oh my, okay, sort of got it.
And that's about it.
And I assume we have, encounters that we can go into in the same way we do on the normal world map, yeah? Am I controlling? No, I'm not touching anything. Huh.
We just started out and we're already working with one of the 5 master guilds. This is good.
Yeah, you're one step closer to making your dream a reality, Carol. Aren't you happy?
You talking to the kid? He's over there mumbling about something.
Merman. The first thing had to be Merman. Brave Vesperia has some bad luck. What's the president of Fortune's Market gonna think of us if we fail? This is bad. This is so bad.
I don't think he's very happy. He's just being careful, that's all.
That's not being careful. That's running and hiding.
Well, he's not running or hiding, so I disagree. So where are these mermen? I don't see any mermen. Huh.
It'll be nice if we don't run into the mermen, won't it?
That's pretty wishful thinking.
You're quite the pessimist for your age, girlie.
I'm just a realist.
Anyway, thanks for your help. Looks like we're gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Leviathan's Claw was going to beat us there if we hadn't found an escort for the ship.
Leviathan's Claw, huh? That's a name I seem to be hearing a lot lately.
Oh? They're the guild that's specializing in sales of Hopeland Blastia.
Oh, that explains the situation in Heliord.
Lately, they've been trying to steal our clients from us.
Oh, the guy with the red eyes. Yeah, that's probably them, yeah.
If we weren't able to cross the sea, they would have swiped up another one of our major customers.
Still, you can't help but wonder where those slime balls are getting their product from.
They're stealing them, probably.
Indeed. Hopeland Blastia isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to get one's hands on.
You don't think the Empire is behind this? No, that couldn't be. It's mages that are supervising the Blastia distribution.
Yeah, and it would be impossible for a mage to be corrupt. Totally.
Ah, right on time.
Everyone, be careful!
Got it. Merman time, yeah? Oh! The interesting merman.
Ugh, the world's spinning. I think I'm getting seasick.
Did that monster just say something?
That voice sounds familiar.
Yes, it does. Is she inside the merman?
Well, well, aren't you a chatty monster?
Unless they get, like, transformed into them.
Here we go.
They have a quick attack. There we go.
Fillets, ready to go.
Just let him do it.
You know what? I wouldn't mind right now.
Hooray for the old man.
I bet he's like 30.
You're true to your reputation. I was right to bring you along.
I tell you, brave Vesperia doesn't have any shame in working an old man down to the bone. Even while I'm looking for Apatheia and doing all sorts of other things.
Apatheia? Isn't that what you were looking for back in Nor Harbor?
That's right.
That's nothing but a fairy tale. I researched it a while back, but eventually I realized that there's simply no way it can theoretically exist.
I'm well aware people think it's a fairy tale.
Why are you looking for it?
Well, because the Don told me to.
And...
It's still alive.
The guy just keeps going.
Patty!
Well, at least we showed up and out.
Well, that was a pleasant voyage.
Can you really call it a voyage when you're in a monster's belly?
What are you doing all the way out here?
I was hunting for treasure when I fell into the ocean, but a nice monster came to play with me.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't become part of a complete breakfast.
This is all well and good, but can we get the ship back on course?
A person literally gets vomited out by a monster, and we're just gonna be like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ah!
So that wasn't all of them.
I've healed him, but he should still rest for a while.
Well, this is a real problem. I don't suppose any of you know how to pilot a ship.
How about the person wearing the very sailor pirate-esque uniform that just happened to get spit out of a monster just recently?
I can do it.
Yeah.
Patty, you can?
I still really like your jacket. I want a jacket like that.
If you're gonna travel around the world, you'd better be able to at least pilot a ship.
Then I'd like to ask you to be in charge of piloting this vessel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, of course. We've made much better time than I thought. We could even afford to make a side trip or two. I'll leave the course up to you.
Well, great.
With a ship, we can go practically anywhere we want.
Estelle, I know you want to look for Pharaoh, but don't you think we have more important things to do for the moment?
Like what?
Do you think?
I'll do what I want. Don't worry about me.
We just started our guild. We should err on the safe side, don't you think, Carol?
Yeah.
All right, and feel free to give me directions about our course.
Okay. Great. Patty, you want to join the guild? Okay. So basically just go wherever you want and eventually make it to the place we need to go. Got it. Them's the plan, at least. Also, what the hell is that? What was the disembark? There it is. What is that thing? Well, no. That thing is fast.
Here comes a new spell. Ready?
She does like learning a lot of spells, doesn't she? Hey, look, a big log. Oh, it's one of those things. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Like one of the things. Oh God, I just heard 3. Nope.
Here we go.
Nope. I refuse on 3. Yes, you can learn everything you want to learn. I'm fine. Oh my. It's one of those like replenishable, like you come back after so much. I haven't seen one of those since like one of the first few episodes, I think. Huh. God, these things are fast. Do we like increase our
Don't hurt us now.
Like, overworld speed at some point? I wonder. Oh wow, we got Misty out here. I was about to say, I wonder if we have like a world map we can use. I don't really remember the directions we were supposed to take either, so... Huh. So we can't go into deep water, it seems. Got it. Or maybe that's shallow water, technically.
The fog's gotten awfully thick.
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
Fog like this is usually a sign something bad's about to happen.
Knock it off!
Talk like that long enough and something bad will happen.
Hey, front! I mean bow!
We're going to hit them.
Just said so matter-of-factly. Mother of a damn. This is promising. Uh-oh. What the?
What is that? That's an old ship. I've never seen that type before.
I think it says the Atherum.
Looks like a classic pirate ship. Hey, Patty, is this what you're looking for? Maybe this is the, old ship of the old famous pirate guy? Yeah? Maybe. Possibly.
Ah! That's weird. There's no sign of people.
It's like... it's calling to us.
No way! Come on! Get the Fiertia going!
No can do. I don't know why, but the Ceres Blastia ain't responding at all.
What do you mean? What the hell is wrong with it?
You think this thing's the problem?
Ooh, maybe it's a cursed ghost ship.
You don't really think so, do you?
Why don't we go take a look? It'll be fun. I love this sort of thing.
What?
Just someone just like, oh, this sounds so fun, and the people who are scared just like, no, please no.
Well, we don't know what's wrong with the Blastia. We gotta go take a look.
Are you planning on just leaving the Fiertia like this?
All right, why don't 4 of us go investigate while the rest stay here and keep watch?
That should be fine.
Okay, so repeat and I'll go.
Wait, why? I don't get to choose my party?
And who's the third person?
I'm not going. No way.
Yuri, why don't you decide?
Gotcha.
Oh. Oh, Rita. Thank you for saying you wouldn't go.
You need to think about balance when splitting the party. Understand? This ship could also be attacked by monsters at any time.
I only have one healer. Oh, that's fucking... Okay, this... Interesting. Yeah, definitely gonna save if that's the case. So, I thought about balance, and then... So, repeat's automatically going no matter what, and... Wouldn't have chosen to bring him.
I have to fix the Ceres Blast. I'm not scared or anything. All right, I'll go with you.
You saying that you wouldn't want to go is just... You saying you don't want to go basically is asking me to bring you with me.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
You're taking me with...
No, you stay right here and watch the ship.
Do I get to use her as a party member at some point? I guess I didn't no, I haven't had the chance to even see. Oh well, whatever. I have healing and yeah.
All of you be careful. We'll set off a smoke signal as soon as the Ceres Blastia is fixed.
Got it.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, whoopsie daisy.
Do you think the others are alright?
You should probably worry a little more about how we're doing. There's no telling what might happen on a boat this sketchy.
You say that, but you sound like you're enjoying all this. Maybe that's why I don't feel all that scared myself.
Oh man, this isn't gonna be half as fun if you're not properly terrified.
Fun?
Never mind.
I'm actually inclined to agree. Gosh darn shame. Well, I feel like I can properly trust Rita to be terrified, at the very least.
Repeat! Your tail?
I don't think I've seen that before, and I'm not sure what happened there. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh. Olga's sword, eh? Interesting. Your sword. Huh. Okay. Still working on my current one, but yeah. Ooh. Lovely mirrors. Let's find the one that I don't have a reflect. Oh, I have a reflection in all of them. I'm actually sort of surprised. Oh, there's going to be enemies in the mirror. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh my, yep, they're just straight up invisible. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can deal with these.
Pretty tough.
At least they're not invisible during battle. That would suck.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
We're actually getting new ones with them. Very nice.
That's the logical outcome.
I did think that there was a sort of sadly low amount of them, and I had accounted that more towards maybe it wasn't as common back at this point in the series for it to basically be a big part of it. Oh, monster chest? Mimic, probably. I always forget this has mimics. Yeah, there's the mimic.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Destructive Dragon Sword!
Flickering blaze will just grant us your fireball! Rage.
We're done.
Not that mimics are really much of an issue at this point. Ooh, something's happening.
I think I just heard a weird noise.
Look at that!